Was just on the ice this morning with this player, and I found a new toy that I have, and I was trying to explain something to him, and it was really challenging on the ice. But we're going to do it here to give him a better idea of what's going on. So what I'm talking about with this skater on the left is his stride's just choppy. It just doesn't look good, right? It looks inefficient, not proper. And so 95% of skating coaches are going to say this guy's railroading and he needs to bring his feet back underneath him. And on the whole, yeah, cool. That is correct. But let's get into exactly the details. So the first thing that you're going to notice, here's my head, here's my foot. My foot and my toe are basically recovering right underneath my head. This player is not even close. Next, look at the arch in their back is here. Mine's directly straight up and down. So this player has a tendency of going left and right, back and forth. They're not straight up and down and controlled. And the way that I want to think about that as a player is this is kind of like my, it's like a unit that can control my arms and my upper body. My lower body is my propulsion system. Anytime this upper unit goes and starts swaying side to side, it's going to throw this stuff off. So we just want it nice and compact and controlled. So that's number one. Number two, this is actually pretty decent, but look at the knee bend here and look at the knee bend here. There's a lot more knee bend here. And what that is everything in that leg is just stored power and energy waiting to come out. So it's got to be there. Next, I'm still pushing off when we start. I think we started that stride about at the same time. Yeah, like literally at the same time. That stride of mine is still going when he starts recovering. But that's a factor of him needing to get used to bending his knees more. So let's look at when this player releases, their kneecap is facing the ice and their laces are facing the ice. Okay, let's watch mine. My kneecap is facing out. My laces are facing out, not down. Okay, a little bit of a difference there, but it has a big lasting effect. See that turn his leg goes through right here? Right there. That's just wasting time, speed, and energy. You don't need to do that. And by leaving your toes out, you're already in position here because look where his knee's pointing out, his toes are pointing out. So by leaving my knee pointing out and my laces pointing out and my toes pointing out, I can gain speed on each individual stride as I skate just because of how I hold my body. Next, after we push off, one of the things I was working on with this skater is I call it kind of like leaking. I want you to look at his upper body and watch how his foot is going to start drifting that direction while his upper body is going that direction. In order to compensate for this, this leg has to get straightened. Now he's going to start his stride here. So I consider it starting to stride when this leg is going that way in unison as this leg is going back. So this is his actual stride length. That, what you just saw. So what this player needs to fix, and you can watch me do it, okay? I was trying to explain this to him on the ice. My head's here. I finish my stride. My body kind of follows, whoop, that was a horrible line, follows my foot over to the side. Then I start my stride here. Once I recover, and now I have significantly more stored energy in that leg. And I can explode off with giant strides. Whereas this skater, you can see him land here. Watch his right foot. It's leaking that direction. He's going to try to push off or start his push while this leg is recovering. So we got this leg pushing this way, this leg going that way. Really hard. See that? That's tough. And so none of that is actually power going down. That is when the power starts here. So that stride is literally, let's say it starts here, ends here, maybe 6 inches. Not good, right? So he needs to get used to following his upper body. You can watch me over here. Watch how my upper body tracks and follows this way and then this way. Those are really good arrows now. And that helps me keep that power stored in that leg. Then when I recover, now I have all this power that I can push into the ice and create speed with. There. Let's watch my little skater over here. When his foot lands, now he's going to start striding there and there. The timing's off. He needs to stride. His foot should land. Then he should follow that stride a little bit and then explode back the other way, amongst many other things. But that was what we were working on today. So hopefully that helps a little bit to see it in real time. So I'll play it through. You can take a peek. This looks choppy and short, and it's because of him not being able to really kind of like follow that stride across, amongst other things. There are many things that we got to change here, but that's the big one. He's got to get comfortable with the timing. And if you watch mine, it's like a metronome, left, right, left. It's nice and smooth back and forth. There's a rhythm. Whereas this skater just looks choppy, and it looks like he's working really, really hard to create that power, because he is. He's taking really short, aggressive strides that aren't efficient. So hopefully that kind of helps out, kid, and it makes it a little bit more clear. And if anybody else wants me to check theirs out and do this for them, let me know, and we'll go over it. Adios.